So this is my Traxxas backslash. This is actually pretty new to me myself. So for those who don't know what that is, that's pretty much a slash 4x4 that's converted to a truggy or buggy. I guess you can go with some smaller wheels and call it a buggy. I'm actually considering getting a second set of maybe some smaller wheels for it. But here I got the 6S Arma Typhon body. That was the best fit I can get considering the way I laid everything out on this truck. I went with a blue Tamiya paint with a black in the center there. I was pretty happy with this paint job. I have a BLX 185 from the 6L trucks, and I actually just recently found out my mounting tab broke, so I'm gonna try and fix that somehow. I have a Ghoul RC motor here, 4074 can, 2250 kV, mounted on an 18 tooth pinion, and I find that it's pretty good on 4-cell, although I might gear up to a 20 tooth. 4-cell is good for stunting out if you wanted to do some crazy flips and get some good air. 3-cell is a pretty good spot if you just want to be able to control the truck and have some good stability with it. 6-cell is just not even really realistic for me. I find that it's too crazy unless you're really babying the throttle and you're not really having fun. If you want to go nuts with it, do a flip or something, you're really not going to have as much fun on 6L as you will on 4 or 3. I find this just becomes a rolling ball at times, and it's just not fun. Anyway, enough about that. I got a stock servo in here. This actually, sorry guys, this actually started off as a Stampede 4x4, and I went and put a slash chassis, the slash Techno center drive shaft there, and made this the slash. That's pretty much all it really took. I have RPM shock towers, front and rear, RPM control arms or A arms, front and rear. As for the drivetrain, I went MIPs, X duties, front and rear, and your diffs now. I went with the XO1, which is pretty much the same thing. They just have a pretty fat bar that you stick in the middle of everything, and it's supposed to beef it up. And I'm not sure how much of a difference that'll make. It looks like it should do something, so we'll see how that goes. I ran the receiver antenna wire along here and taped, not taped, but zip tied the tube down. I went 100,000 diff fluid in the front, and I have 50,000 in the rear, and I feel that this actually kind of wobbles a bit at higher speed, so I might actually go ahead and put this to 100,000 as well. Proline Badlands 2.8s, MX 2.8s, and HPI wing mount 67521. This was actually a Hot Bodies version of the HPI mount. They had the same thing, same part number, but I had to fab up my own mounting plate back here. 30 mil screws for these two here, and 15 millimeter screws for these two back here, and a Proline trifecta wing. And she's actually holding up for me, so pretty happy with this actually. And yeah, so this here is the wife's 116 Summit. The story with this actually is when we first got into the RCs, I actually planned on building that Stampede 4x4 that I had earlier shown you, and she actually went ahead and actually completely finished the piece by piece, part by parts, everything by scratch, and she put everything together. This turned out pretty awesome, guys. She wanted to go with a purple and black theme, and we got it done. So I'm not sure how well you can tell here with all this, with the light and whatnot, but this is a shiny purple. We got a glitter purple color here, then we backed it with black, and it actually turned out pretty awesome. Same with the chassis. Darkeclipticheart gave me some info. Didn't give me, but I watched a video on him on how to dye this chassis, and we went with the purple, and it's a pretty good match there. So we're pretty happy with that. I'm not sure if you guys can tell. In person, you can definitely see that it's a good match. So I also did black on the tie rods here, front and rear. There's a rear one there. I went RPM on the A-arms, front and rear. Also on the caster blocks, all four corners. Savox servo, of course. This is where I put my my V4 Outcast receiver radio. I figured we can put it in here. If she doesn't like it, I might switch up and get a Traxxas or another tactic one for her. But this system here, this stock system came from my e-revo that I have, and I have a speed controller for this, the Hobby Wing 120 amp, and we're just waiting for a motor, and we'll get that going brushless. We have this on 2-cell, and once that motor comes in, I'll run into my hobby store and pick up a 3-cell, and we'll get this thing flying, guys. What else? These are the Big Joes, Proline Big Joes. This is a sweet truck. Pretty happy with these. So actually, this is where it all started for me. When I was about 22 or 23, I picked one of these up. And it was a VXL system, the brushless model. I was definitely happy with it. I was in school and whatnot and couldn't afford it, so I sold it and definitely kept it in the back of my mind for quite a while. So picked this one up, and this is actually my third one. The second one I bought used and was pretty beat up, so I got rid of it. So this one I bought brand new. I'm pretty happy with it. Right now, as you can see, I have it set up as a slash with the drift wheels. Have fun with this indoor, guys. It's pretty fun. I just did this just because I wasn't gonna go ahead and buy a drifter. I figure I might as well just turn this one into one. And if I ever wanted to, I have the bash setup. I have the Armor Raider wheels. These are pretty awesome. I believe these are the rear set. I think the front one's different size, but I went with the rear Armor Raider wheels, and they fit on there pretty awesome, guys. Stock body, stock tail, or wing. So for here, I went with a Savox again, RPM again, RPM in the corners again, and I dyed this one black. I do want to dye the chassis black and kind of go with the red and black theme here. I got red and black on the wheels. I got a 4300 kV Gould RC motor. This is a 3650 can for a 110 scale. I got a Hobby Wing S10. That's a 60 amp, I believe, from the 110 Red Cat Volcano. I squeezed a XT60 on there. This is running a 3-cell battery, and I have the shims in the rear and front diffs, and I'm sure a lot of us know, if you know about this, 21141. So that's pretty much it. Now for the batteries, actually. So this is James's truck. I figured I'd do a little rundown on it. I'm just gonna go based off of what I see, really. And as you can tell here, we got a HPI D413. It appears to be a 110 scale buggy, possibly a truggy. I'm not sure. These are definitely aftermarket rims. Duratrax Banditos. They seem to hold up pretty nice. 3-piece body. I thought that was pretty cool. We got lots of carbon fiber here, guys. It looks pretty interesting. I have no idea how that actually holds up on a durability level. If you guys know, please let me know. I might actually just do my own research and see how that ends up going. It looks like you got something for the battery tray here. You got this top brace back here. You got the shock towers, front and rear. Front and rear. And you got the chassis done for sure. That's a beautiful piece, guys. It feels solid. You got a 2-cell battery in here. This is a Venom 65C, 4100 milliamp. You got a waterproof 80 from Hobby Wing. This is a 3650 can. I just don't know the KVs of it. I'm not going to take it apart and look for it, but I've looked pretty much everywhere and I can't find nothing. I'm not even going to bother with that. We got a Savox, down the light, a Savox 1258 here. We did have a question about this. We don't know what this is. If you know what this is, guys, let us know. When you turn the truck on, it just flashes. It is connected to a Futaba radio system. Light again. This is actually a pretty awesome setup, guys. Don't want to go too much into detail about it, but I don't know much about it actually. There's a ton of configuration buttons all over the place, and looks like it's pretty customizable and whatnot, so I'm sure you can check that out if you really wanted to know. I guess you would look that up. R603FS. Yeah. If you guys know what that is, please let us know. Thanks. I figured I'd give a quick rundown on my batteries and my chargers and whatnot. For the 1/16 scales, I got the 2-cell HRB, which is actually turning out to be a pretty good brand from Amazon. You can get some pretty good deals on these guys. This is a 2-cell 50C 2200 milliamp, and I'm pretty happy with this actually. Gen's Ace is definitely a good one. This is a 3-cell that I'm running in the E-Revo. These 50C 5000 3-cells. This I'm running this in the Granite 4x4 right now. I'm probably going to get another one and run those 2 pairs as a 6-cell pack and run them in the 6-cell rigs. 4-cell pack, 50C 5000 milliamp. This is actually holding up pretty good. I've had this for quite a while now. I should have unwrapped it, but Turnigi 3.6, which is a 3600 milliamp, 3-cell batteries. As you can see, they're wrapped together so I can run them 6-cell on the trucks. Some guys run the 6-cell packs and some guys run the dual 3s. I personally like to run the dual 3s just because some of us already know that in case one pack goes, you can always just replace one pack instead of replacing all 6. So you'd place one 3-cell pack instead of all 6, so a little bit cheaper that way. And that's what I'll be doing in case one of the 3-cell goes on the HRBs, but I'll be running two of these as well. As for chargers, C240 Duo, I found this on eBay for about 80 bucks Canadian. This is definitely an awesome charger, guys. You can charge up 2 batteries at a time. You got individual settings on there. You get some pretty good functions on there. I'm not going to go too much into that, but definitely worth looking at, guys, if you want to charge 2 batteries at a time. You got fans on there. You got an external port. You can charge this up at on a car. And this is actually the first one I had. I figured running 2 of these packs, you can't really charge one at a time and have pretty good time efficiency, so that's why I got that. But this is still an awesome charger, guys. Thunder Power TP610, I guess. I think this is a 610, yeah. Still an awesome balanced charger, guys. And a LiPo guard, a LiPo bag is also good to have. I got this for free, actually. They gave me a pretty good bonus. I got an email about them saying I get a free gift if I purchased something out there. So I went and bought something and got this bag. Happy about that. Can't go wrong. And that's pretty much it for me, guys. If there's anything you want to know, if anything I left out, leave it in the comments. If you're a video poster, a video maker yourself, and you want to have some subscribers, just post up your channel on my comments and I'll definitely check it out. Anything else you guys want to know, just leave in the comments as well. I'm not sure if I said that already, but thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time with some more bash videos. I think I'm done with all this talking, guys. Thanks.